Hey guys, welcome back to Believe Butterflies Tarot. This message here is from my Scorpio collective. Just going to check in on your energy to see what it is that I can find, just to see if I can help you guys out with anything that is going on, okay? So for starters here, we have running, ego, and we also have pain. So this overall energy that I'm picking up on presently right now is that there was some sort of connection or relationship that you were in where there was a runner-chaser dynamic because of somebody being so high up in their ego. This is somebody who put their ego at the forefront of their mind, put their ego on a pedestal, and didn't necessarily care about the emotions or how their actions may have affected you in some way, because they have caused you pain. And I feel like you got to the point where you were very apprehensive while you were dealing with this person, or it could have been a situation where you were walking on eggshells, just very cautious not to tick this person off because of the ego that they seem to have always been in. But now with the transition that is happening is that the shoe is on the other foot. I feel like you have overcome some of this pain, or you're just not allowing it to affect you as it once did, because you were dealing with a person here who tried to manipulate you in order to get their way with you. All right, and getting their way is just like again, emotionally manipulating you, making you feel like you were in the wrong, making you feel like you were always the problem. But I feel like you kind of taking your power back, which is why you're in the direction of running away from this person now because of all that they have caused. So with the Page of Cups here, yeah, you're running away from somebody who was just very emotionally, immature. They could have been very charming in the beginning, but then it all shifted. And I feel it's once that mask was removed, it's once they let you know who they truly were. But you're releasing this person because it was too much frustration that was going on because of so many blockages, or their ego getting in the way of this relationship. This person could have been younger than you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. You could share, a child with this person. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But this is somebody here who is very insecure within themselves. That's why they let their ego lead them, which is not the best. Course of action to take, okay? So with you moving away from this person, you could just be focused on yourself, your happiness. You could be working out, but you're in some sort of a calm. It's like happier days. You're recognizing that happier days are on the horizon, or you're just enjoying yourself in the, in the sunlight while you're just doing what's necessary for you. You don't want to be impacted by whoever this energy is that is in this type of inflated ego. So they do feel like you're hurting their ego. It's like ego. I keep hearing like ego. But this is somebody who needs to do some internal work within themselves, because they've already done enough and they're still not willing to take accountability from what the energy is revealing to me. You guys could be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you also could be dealing with Capricorn, specifically Taurus, Virgo. So you recognize that this person was just very greedy. They could have been envious of you. They are still very possessive of you, but you're letting them go in order to protect yourself. You're not willing to deal with someone who's so high rised in their ego, by being, because you recognize that they were very self-centered. You know that it only caused delays in your life. It only caused for things to be at a loss between you and them, and also just the pain that they have brought toward you. So with the Seven of Wands, this situation was very exhausting and you're giving up on it. You don't want to continue to fight, bicker, argue, or if the communication has been flawed, you don't want to continue to try with somebody who just doesn't get your point of view. All right, so you already tried the best that you could try to do with whoever this said person is, but you're no longer allowing yourself to feel worn down anymore with this individual, because I feel like they were breaking down your confidence or wearing at you time and time again, and I feel like you guys just really had enough of it. This is a person who feels like you're still theirs, though. Could also be dealing with a fire sign, Leo specifically, but we also have fire energy, so Aries, Sagittarius as well. But with pride here, more ego, and I just said that I keep hearing ego. This is somebody that was just very arrogant, stubborn to make necessary changes, or they didn't necessarily care to make those changes because they were self-centered. So if you have decided to move away from someone or to let someone go because the stability just wasn't there, then I feel like good for you. You're learning a lot about yourself, and you're learning a lot around, somebody that you have allowed into your life. All right. We also have the Hierophant. So this could be a Taurus that you were dealing with as well. I didn't even mean to pull that, but I'm going to take it. We're going to roll with it. This could have been a Taurus as well. But I feel like right now you're not going against your beliefs anymore. I feel like you're coming back to yourself. You're going back into your intuition, your wisdom. You're also allowing yourself to possibly forgive this situation. You just no longer want a higher level of commitment with the person who is like this. All right? Because when things get tough, they abandoned you, or they continuously abandoned you with not giving you viable communication. Again, that mask that somebody was wearing. Every time something got tough, they walked away because they wanted that chase from you. They wanted you to chase them. But since you're not doing that anymore, this is what's really breaking and wearing this person down. All right? And this is why now they want to cling on to you, and why they want to hold on to you and, obsess over you, because they didn't think. I feel like this is the energy of someone who didn't think. I feel like they were like textbook, type of narcissist. They thought that the illusion, or they thought that the grip that they had over you wasn't going to change, ever. They thought that you were going to continue to chase after them even when they abandoned you. But I feel like, again, the shoe is on the other foot. Could be dealing with strong Leo here. All right. So with this person clinging on to you, what would they like to say? Okay. I'm not available. See, that's some emotional manipulation right there. I hid who I really am from you, but of course I feel like you figured that out already. You know that this person has some sort of insecurities within themselves, where they can't truly be genuine. They can't be genuine because they're lying. When you're a liar, you lie to yourself as well. You put up this persona in your mind. It creates illusions for the person who's honestly lying to themselves. But if you have, seen through, or this illusion has been broken down for you from this situation that you were in, then again, I still say good for you, okay? I wish I could take back my words. So this person caused a lot of pain, and it could have been because of certain words, actions, or just being downright hurtful, downright cutting with their expression, and thinking that you were just going to be okay. Anytime they walked away and decided to come back, like you were just going to accept them back. But the shoe has transitioned to your own running shoes. All right, you definitely could be working out, working on your body, working on your physique, just wanting to get better for yourself. And this person just has to, wish they could take their words back, wish that they could have done something differently, and that's just on them. So yep, somebody will eventually go through that spiritual awakening where it breaks down all of the ego, all of the illusions, all of the lies. Their spirit always comes when it's time. And a lot of us have to go through that ego breakdown. Some go through it sooner than others. Some go through it later in life, and when it's later in life, it hits a whole lot harder. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, my Scorpios. And again, I hope this helped you guys out in some way. Have a good one, guys.